Hi, I'm Peter Rose, founder of Longwood Currency Trading. Trading Forex at 75 years old. No, this is not going to be an interview with some old 75-year-old guy. I'm the old 75-year-old guy. And I've been involved with the general financial markets, studying them since the mid-1970s, 1st of April of 2025. And I've been looking at the currency markets since 2007. I got involved in them because my interest in this new market at that time, I was introduced to it, but more as an academic exercise because I was still working as a software engineer. I had a 33-year career as a senior software engineer doing business applications, enterprise level business application. I was also still involved in real estate. And so I didn't need something else to get into. And then because I was older then at that point, in 2007, I began to sell off my real estate portfolio and retired in 2015 from software engineering, and used that time from 2007 until 2012 to do Forex more as an academic exercise because I'm an academic. I've got a bachelor's degree in physics, almost a minor in math. So that the concept of the Forex market interested me more than I had seen in the stock markets, penny stocks, futures, commodities, old tires, whatever, even real estate. And so I had been doing currencies as an academic exercise from 2007 to about 2012, when I thought, gee, maybe I ought to try to trade this stuff. And so I opened a mini account, a couple of $1,000, and quite quickly lost that. And I thought, oh well, can't win them all. I'll try that again. So I reloaded another couple of $1,000 and traded a couple of minis, and that went very quickly as well. I need more education, and so I set out taking courses, reading more books that were oriented toward actually trading as opposed to the macroeconomics that I was reading and general currency market stuff that you see on YouTube, but focusing on the trading part. And I spent a lot of time actually trading in demo. I had been using demo before to match that price action up with some of the simulation computer programs that I had been writing, but I had never used it really to trade. So I was trading. I spent from 2012 until 2017, a long time, trading in demo and getting my shit together, supposedly. Opened a $45,000 account in 2012, which would put me about 9 years ago. And again, I'm 75 now. But I opened a $45,000 account and pretty rapidly lost $40,000. And I thought, man, that's just crazy. Or am I crazy to be involved in this stuff at this age? I was in my 60s, right? So I looked at the market through the lens of a software engineer at that time, and I was still writing computer programs. I enjoyed doing that. I was still writing applications, and I was writing simulation applications in trading. So I still had that interest. And I had the real estate background as a long-term investor in real estate. Trading is just a long-term trade, and or day trading, because I'm a day trader in Forex. So the concept of trading wasn't foreign to me. So the question comes up, well, why at 75 years old today am I still trading? And why at 60 years of age, when most people are getting ready to retire and sitting on the porch and drinking too much beer, why am I getting involved in Forex? And what's it like trading Forex as a 75-year-old. I just have to let you guys know at 25 years of age that when you're 75 years old, you're not losing your mind and peeing in your pants. I've stayed active my whole life. I've been involved in the martial arts for 55 years. I have many passions in my life to keep my brain active, and they are passions, not basket weaving or shoveling snow or whatever. They're activities that stimulate my brain, reading, well, computer programming, you don't have to do that, but all the different things that I have been involved in that I've had an interest in. I think if you're just a zombie running through life, working your job so you can make money, so you can retire and not have to work a job, and you have nothing else that you do except that your main thing that you do is mow your grass on Saturday and clean the house on Sunday and do laundry, and then Monday morning it's up at 6 o'clock and you have to run 5 more days of the rat race. I think when you get to the end of that at 62, 5, 8, what it was years of age, that you end up retiring, or you get laid off from your job at 55 or something, and you find out that, gee, you've just been lucky that you've had an extra 5 years since 50, because age discrimination is rampant in our society. Even when you're watching this video 10 years from now, there'll be that hesitancy to hire 50-year-olds, because you know the 50-year-old isn't going to work a 70-hour, 80-hour week blindly without any feelings about that. They're just eager to get that job done as a 25-year-old. The 50-year-old isn't so excited about that. Although they're more capable of doing more work in less time than the 25-year-old, that's not celebrated. And at 55 or 60 years old, you start thinking about retiring and what you'd rather do than work, because you probably haven't worked at a job. 85% of the W-2 employees in the United States don't like their job. And that's just a statistic. So there's an awful lot of folks out there that are unhappy with their job and not doing anything to stimulate their minds before the end of that job, so that when they do retire, you can only golf so many times a week and swim in the pool and walk in the woods and sniff the flowers and whatever other shit you think you're going to be doing. And then all of a sudden the reality of life settles in, and perhaps 3 martinis a day is your solution. I don't feel that way. And those people that I'm working with and communicating with about Forex trading and the work that I do and participating in the coursework that I offer and consulting and that sort of stuff, we're all stimulating ourselves and we're all interested. No one that I'm working seriously with or takes trading seriously I'm not working with those people. They're not talking with me, because the folks that work with me are like me. They have varied interests. They've had challenges in their lives that they've worked at to try to accomplish the solution of that challenge. Not just getting a better job or getting increases in work, at your job to the next level or whatever it is, or making more money, or I got 3 ski mobiles now instead of 2. Yeah, or I live in a 4,000 square foot house and everything is great until I lose my job and I'm underwater on my mortgage because I can't make my payments, and the real estate taxes are 2 years behind, and we're ready to get a tax sale on that, and I'm desperate, so I end up living in a 2-bedroom apartment and working at, can I take your order, jobs, if you can find them at 55. Those are not the folks that are ending up studying with me. And it's not older folks that tend to be the younger folks that are foreseeing into the future and saying, what does my future hold? What does my immediate future hold? Those are the questions that I asked myself at after I graduated from college, and I had a bachelor's degree in physics. I came out to the East Coast to get involved in a PhD program because I wanted to get a degree in space physics and do independent research and teach at the college level. My brother, who was 20 years older than I was. That's what he did. He got it in English, though. He served in the Navy and came out and got a PhD in English literature, 19th century English literature, and taught at, I got 10 years at Annapolis Naval Academy. He taught there, and then he was head of the English department at a small college in Maryland for another 10 or 15 years before he retired. So that was the path that I wanted to go on. I'm an educator, and I've satisfied my ability to educate by the martial arts training that I have shared with thousands of people. But at that age, when I got out of college, I came to New England and got into a PhD program at a local college to satisfy that dream. And I found out that I just wasn't interested in that abstract advanced level math that comprises the next 2 years, your first 2 years of postgraduate work, which is all mathematics. And there's no application into the real physics world. It's just mathematics. Because you need that in order to get to the interesting stuff, which after you get your master's degree, you can do interesting physics again. You're doing interesting physics as an undergrad, and then you have to take a bath in all this gymnastic theoretical math. That I'm a visual learner and not a quantitative learner. I'm a visual, qualitative learner, and so the math just wasn't resonating with me because there was no application that I could visualize its use in, and I dropped out very quickly from graduate school. And the only thing I knew was martial arts, karate. I had a black belt in karate. And I opened a karate school, and I like I said, I've been in that ever since and stayed with that ever since, because that satisfies my educator skills to do that, and that's why I offer a course in consulting in the currency markets. Not because I need to make money. I retired over a millionaire from my real estate after I sold off my real estate portfolio, and I'm comfortably retired. I don't need anybody's money to teach consulting and Forex, but I'm very good at it because I understand the foundations of the Forex market, because I went through and I've lost a lot of money trading Forex and trying to figure out why that happened, and building rules that resolve all of those issues. I've had problems in my trading because of that 40 years in real estate that I had, where I built up a risk management structure and system in my DNA that's totally radically and different and opposing to what you need to do in the currency market. So that's been very difficult for me. Nobody have I've ever talked to, number one, understands that, or number two, has that problem, so that they would stumble where I have stumbled and have a question about that. I haven't run into anybody like that. And the folks that I have run into and talked about Forex and said, gee, your background is such that there's some real serious education you're going to have to do to counteract that particular previous risk management. You might be a race car driver, or like I was in real estate, or there are many, many occupations that you have that deal with risk and the management of that risk that is going to be counterintuitive or it's not going to be applicable in the trading world, particularly in currencies, because trading is non-intuitive. There are some real significant gotchas in currency trading. So in talking with people that do contact me, those are serious people that understand the complexity of what they're trying to get involved in, and they're looking for somebody instead of driving around a Lambo with their ball cap on backwards, that's at least been through the trenches, has lost significant money, it admits to the losses, and understands why they're making that loss and what they're trying to do to overcome those losses. 2023, I lost 6 figures, and I'm still trading in 2025 because it's intellectually stimulating, and when you get it right, you can make a lot of money. If you email me and you have a specific problem that you're dealing with, I'll try to help you out for free. We can even have a video conference if you'd like. And I'm not trying to sell you a course. I don't need to sell you a course. I can't work with that many people. If I'm personally working for hours and hours and hours during the 6-week period that the course runs, how many people do you think I want to work with? And I'm retired. I have wine to drink, dinners to go out to. I got stuff to do. Walking in the woods. I just got back this morning from walking in the woods. It snowed 3 inches yesterday. It's cold as hell out today. That's why I'm sitting in front of the fire. And this is, well, I'm doing this video at the last week of March. We just got dumped on. So this is, that's why I'm in here next to the fire. So I got things to do, and my time is more valuable to me than trying to drag somebody across the finish line that really doesn't want to learn and isn't willing to invest the money in that educational process to understand the skills that they're going to need in order to replace that job income. And I communicate with people all the time that don't take a course from me. I'll continue to answer questions in emails for free, as long as they're very specific questions. It means you're very experienced. You're just jammed up with one particular thing. Why would I try to sell you a fucking course if all you're having is problems with one particular thing? I'll try to help you through that for no charge. But once we get talking and your questions begin to expand beyond the simple solution of one particular issue, now we got to start talking about formal training. Well, what do we need to do? Do you just need some consulting, or do we need to do a course, a formal course? I don't know, because it depends on the experience that the trader has had, how well they've responded to the issues that I've worked with them on so far, how much of a big picture of things that they have, and whether 4 or 5 hours of consulting is going to be sufficient, and you don't have to do a full course. If you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, or you're scattered, you're going to lose the whole thing, because Forex market is the best place to lose money the fastest if you don't know what you're doing. Peter Rose, Longwood Currency Trading. Have a great day and have a great trading day.